Some of you have asked, Lex, does the history wall have an origin? And Lex, don't you have work to do? And the answer is yes, and yes. So this is really fun because I forgot where the history wall had come from until this poster came out of the box from the move. We're still clearing out a little bit, but it's this beauty called the Shift of Civilization. And if you know me, you know I love older people who get really obsessed with something, and this was an old spiritual Christian guy who wanted to show the shift of civilization. And it's a timeline that starts with the first humans, he believed in evolution, the beginning of the Julian period, and then going like this, the early Egyptian sky watchers, the hieroglyphics, the rise of different types of power, and going back and forth through the beginning of Egypt and Chinese civilization and Babylon, and back and forth and back and forth. And it gets better and better. Right here is the split between BC and AD. And it's all of these different pieces on science and religion and philosophy. And as you can see, I started adding pieces to this. This was above our kitchen table, and I put in things like, here was Shakespeare's first play, and Queen Elizabeth, and all of that. And I realized that I needed something bigger to get a better sense of world history. And so I used this as my first base and took dates off of this and put them onto all of those pieces of paper that you see, and that's how the history wall started. And then I started using that book, Timetables of History, to fill in more dates, and then all of the other dates I get from the other books I'm reading, and that was what birthed the history wall. And it was from this great old poster that I think you can still find online for not too expensive. It's called Shift of Civilization. So there's the origin of the history wall, and now back to work.